Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
So God says, if you will not listen to his voice, which is the Bible, right? And what?
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments. We just read one with the sisters in pants, right? I made mention of pork, shrimp, lobster, right? I just made mention of it. But these are commandments that God gave the children of Israel. And he says, if you don't do all these commandments
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't keep all the commandments, curses were going to befall the children of Israel and overtake you.
Right.
It gets better. She can't wait. She itching. It gets better. So let's go to what some of those curses are to identify who the children of Israel are he's talking to, right? Verse 68.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Wait. Right there in the front. Right in the front. Somebody hold it. So now, I'm asking a question real quick. Is this a historical fact?
Yes.
My brother said yes. What do you say, brother? It's a fact. How about you, sister?
Yes, it's slavery.
Now, it may have happened to your foreparents in the 1400s. When, right here, where's Northern Kingdom? When conquistadors, somebody grab that. When conquistadors, Columbus, Balboa, Cortez, took natives on ships to Spain. These are the same people. Right? So these two are historical facts. We all can agree, right? Okay, keep reading.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So Egypt, synonymous for bondage or slavery, right? God says one of the curses is what?
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
Into slavery.
again with ships.
But this time, you're going to go into slavery again, but it's going to be by what transportation?
Yes.
Ships. Which people went into slavery on ships?
The blacks of America.
Our people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, she's wrestling. She wrestling. I'm going to call you a macho man, Randy Savage. You wrestling, sister.
With that angel right up there.
She wrestling. She wrestling like Jacob. Come on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there
When you get off those ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
hold on a second. Pick that one back up right there. Have you ever heard of slave auction blocks?
Yep.
When you watch any slave movie, don't they always have an auction block, right? Did you know that was in the Bible? So when the brother told you that it was our fault, God, what was the reason God said this would happen? We break the commandments. We break God's law. So it is.
So what you saying about white people? You just disregarded all that evil.
Oh, hold on, since we jumping ahead now. See, now we stirring the pot. The gravy getting good right now. Oh shit, not the gravy. Damn, not the gravy. I take that back. Yes, inside joke. I take that back. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So on those slave auction blocks, who was buying us?
The white people.
Oh, so white people got a part to play. They
They
do.
are the part.
Huh?
Who was selling them?
It's a good question.
White people.
No.
The natives doesn't
Joel
win.
chapter 3. Let's get it. Joel chapter 3. We weren't going to go there, but we'll come back to this because we got to keep going through the curses to show you God is talking to the children of Israel who today we call ourselves African American. We call ourselves Jamaican, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Dominican. El Salvadorian. These are all the names that we were given in slavery.
Right.
We're not those people. We're the children of Israel. We're from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Gad, Issachar. See, she look confused. You never heard those names because this system is designed to lie to the children of Israel. We are God's chosen people. That's what Kyrie Irving trying to tell y'all. That's what Kanye's trying to tell y'all. You're the real Jews.
Yes!
And they're trying to silence them with shutting down money, shutting down businesses. Well, you can't silence the prophets of God. We're going to give you thus saith the Lord.
Right. Joel chapter 3 verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
Go up, verse 1.
Verse 1. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will gather also all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And I will... All right. Verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So what was said by the prophet Joel is Tyre, Zidon are what they call Hamitic nations. The Nilotics, they're the actual Africans. Not our people that went into Africa. It's in 70 AD, a little bit before. We went into Africa fleeing from the Romans. The real Nilotics, the real Africans, and the Arabs sold us. Because you ask, well, who sold us, right? Who sold us to the white man? God is going to tell you, read.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and carried into your temples.
So they robbed the children of Israel, took all of our riches, and took them into their temples. The Africans and the Arabs. Go ahead.
And carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Come on.
The children also of Judah.
The children of who?
Of Judah.
Come on.
And the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Sold unto the Grecians. The Greeks. It's called the Trans-Sub-Saharan slave trade. Before this one, in 1619 and 1492, this started in the 8th century.
Right.
In 7 AD.
Right.
Where Arabs and Africans were selling us to the white man.
Right.
700 AD. You understand? So you asking, who sold us to the white man? They sold us on those ships. The white man brought us over here and sold us among themselves.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Everything that our people has suffered is in the word of God.
Right.
There's no stone left unturned.
Right.
There's no more mystery like we read earlier. There's no more question and guesswork. That's why the prophets is out here in the freezing cold.
Right.
We don't care about these elements.
Right.
Our people got to get this understanding. If we get the little frostbite, we'll take that in order for our people to wake up. That's a small price to pay for our people to wake up.
Right.
We got to come back to God's laws, right? Let's go back. Deuteronomy 28, verse 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So when you get off those ships, were we able to walk around and do whatever we wanted to do? Did we go sightseeing?
No.
What does God say we were going to do?
Serve thine enemies, which the Lord.
So show you the steps. We're going to be on slave ships. We were never going to see that homeland again, right? We were going to be bought and sold to our enemies, correct? When we got off those ships, we were going to have to serve those enemies. So you see how the timeline matches up exactly with our history?
Right.
Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who did this?
The Lord shall send against thee.
Why did the Lord do it?
How you know the Bible wasn't made by
Ah, come on, sis. You falling off the horse now.
It's not.
Come on.
She needs confirmation.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
How do you
She needs
know
confirmation.
that the Bible itself wasn't made by a white person and wants you to do exactly what they wanted us to do in the first place?
Which is what? Keep the commandments of God?
No.
The Bible's telling us to keep the commandments of God. Let's go a few commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Would there be such a thing as black on black crime if we kept that one commandment? That wouldn't exist. So would that benefit us? If you said it wouldn't benefit?
No.
Oh,
My head is okay.
Question. Would that, keeping
Yes,
of that,
yes.
it would benefit us?
Yes.
Do you know black women kill 19 million babies in abortion clinics?
Straight up.
Oh, she rolled eyes, cat.
Whoa.
She rolled eyes, cat.
Whoa. Do you know about that number? Do you know about that? That's a fact.
Right.
Since 1973. Since 1973, black women have killed more babies than there are people in some countries. 19 million. And listen, bro, that's what they documented.
Right.
That's not even including the little basement.
Yeah.
Or the concoctions they drink, or the dude that punch her in the stomach or push her down the stairs, right? That's 19 million, and guess what? That's not including so-called Hispanics.
Right.
I could only imagine the numbers probably doubled. I say 40 million.
Straight up.
Black and Hispanic women have killed 40 million babies.
That's right.
So, would thou shalt not kill benefit us?
Yes.
Yes, it would.
Right.
So here's the thing. You said it wouldn't? Why not?
Okay, the broad statement, obviously.
Okay.
But to go into depth and to talk about that.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna read something. We can read a few things. We're gonna read something to show you. We read it earlier to show you the white man didn't write this book.
Right. Sure did.
Because guess what? His destruction is in this book.
Right.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Who is the white man according to the Bible?
I don't know.
So how can you speak on something that you really don't know about?
Manipulator.
Sister, he's Esau according to the Bible. Esau, Idumea, or Edom. His name is written in 3 variations. But that's the origin or the progenitor of today's so-called white man, because they're not white. We're gonna get that for you too, because their blood. You ever in the South? What do they call white people? Red what? Really? Why? You don't know?
They red. I don't know.
Oh, really? You said they're red. So should we go to the scripture for? Would you like to hear it? Let's go to the scripture for the sister. Genesis chapter 25.
Like to hit.
Genesis chapter 25. Because we're going to let God be true and every man. Every man a lie. We're going to prove it, thus saith the Lord. Genesis 25.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord.
So Isaac's wife could not have children, right? She was barren. Move over a little bit. Go ahead.
And the Lord was entreated of him.
Excuse me.
And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Come on. So she finally got pregnant. Go ahead.
And the children struggled together within her.
It says, and the children struggled within her. Not the child, but the children. So how many is in there? 2, right? Go ahead.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
So she said, if it's of the Lord that I'm pregnant, this is Rebecca speaking, why do I feel this way? Why are these kids, you ever seen a baby move in the stomach, how it move? But these kids was going at it. These kids was going at it. She's like, why are they doing this in her stomach, right? Go ahead.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
So she went and prayed to the Lord. Why is this happening?
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
He said 2 nations are in her womb. Nation equals nationality.
Right.
There's 2 nationalities in her womb. 2 manner of people, meaning 2 types of people is in her womb. Wait a minute. So here's a sister. The children are fighting in her stomach, fighting from conception to the point where she had to pray to God and say, God, why are these kids, because it's painful to her, right? When that child moves in the sister's stomach, she's like, ooh, right? But these kids are fighting in her womb. Till she had to pray to God. God says, you know why? Because there's 2 nationalities in your womb. There's 2 different types of people in your womb. That's why they're fighting. Okay. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
He said because one nationality in your womb, one type of person in your womb is stronger than the other.
Right.
Keep reading.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
The prophecy is the elder child, the first child to come out, his lot is to serve the people of the younger child.
Right.
That's his portion. Right? Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
So now it tells you there are twins. So this is when the day she's going to give birth. Go ahead.
And the first came out red.
Whoa! The first child came out what?
Came out red.
Sister, you got a smirk on your face. Hold on a second. Hold on. What did you say the people of that Caucasian nation really were? What color were they, you said?
Red.
You said they were red. Those are your words.
I mean, they get red.
Okay, so what did God just say? Let's read it again.
And the first came out red. All over like an hairy garment.
It was red and hairy because you got to think about it. Who invented the Bic razor? It wasn't us, right?
Nope.
You ever seen the back of them folks? Woo! Like a fuzzy sweater, ain't it? Damn! Come on.
And his name is called Esau.
What's his name?
Esau.
What's his name?
Esau.
That's their biblical name.
Right.
That's Esau, Edom. But remember what is their role? They're going to be the servants of the children of Israel. Well, let's keep reading.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob.
Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
His name was changed to Israel, Prince of Power with God.
That's
That's what it means. That's why we call ourselves African American, Jamaican, Haitian. It has no, you know what Jamaica means? Land of wood and water.
Right.
What does African American mean? It means you come from two white men.
Right.
Leo Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci.
Right.
You can't come from two white men. You come from two white men? No. How about you, sister? No. So we take on these names. We didn't take them on. They were beaten into us.
Right.
Yep.
So you had no choice. When Master Johnson said, "You now Master Johnson's boy," could you say, "No, I want to be Master Todd's boy"?
Right.
Hell no. They beat you until you say, "I's Master Johnson's boy."
Right.
You had no choice, right? But God says the first came out red and his name was Esau. He is the progenitor, the first of the so-called white race.
Right.
That's what God says. But God says he's supposed to be a servant.
Right.
Let's see how prophecy gets fulfilled, right? Revelation 13 verse 9. Let's read it. Read that thing strong. I like that thing.
Revelation.
It don't get no more New Testament than the book of Revelation.
Right.
That's the last book. This is the book about the end.
Right.
Read.
Revelation chapter 13 verse 9. If any man have an ear,
Or woman have an ear. You got ears, right? Go ahead.
let him hear.
Get this understanding. Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity.
Who led us into captivity or slavery? Who did? Who?
The Arabs.
The Arabs. Okay. Who else? Who sold us on them slave auction blocks?
White people.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
That's
But let's
right.
see what God says again. Read it from the top.
He that leadeth into captivity
So those that led us into captivity shall what?
shall go into captivity.
That's what God says. So remember, his position from birth was to be our servant.
That's right.
He rebelled against God's order.
Right.
And guess what? God says you ain't rebelled for long because eventually you're going to have to fulfill that prophecy anyway.
Right.
Whether you like it or not. God says they're going to be the servants to the children of Israel. This is why they're trying to shut Kyrie and Ye up. Because them saying that we're the Jews is going to force a lot of our people to go and search this out.
right.
They're going to hear the prophets of God teaching the truth, thus saith the Lord.
right.
And they're like, no. We got to stop the Great Awakening. We got to stop so-called blacks and Hispanics from waking up.
Right.
We want to keep them as Negroes, as Hispanics, as niggas and spicks as long as we can.
Right.
Because that allows them to continue to rule. Listen, they make far more money off us in our ignorance than they would in our understanding.
Right.
The longer we stay ignorant is the richer they get.
Right.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.